Hi, so my name is Salas, and today I will be presenting the media presentation. So for this presentation, I actually chose the show The Good Doctor. The Good Doctor is basically about our main character, Sean Murphy, who has autism. Unfortunately, since he does have autism, he doesn't really know how to cope with people or deal with people, meaning interactions, eye contact, or even body language or body movement. So it is kind of hard for him to be taken seriously into the medical field. Whenever he takes on the role of a surgeon in the movie, some of the nurses and doctors tend to be a little favoritism towards the other nurses that actually know what they're doing, meaning they aren't diagnosed with autism. So The Good Doctor and my life come together in a positive way because Sean Murphy is diagnosed with autism. He tends to bring in a strong vibe into my life, meaning since just because he's diagnosed with autism, he worked hard to be where he is, meaning being a surgeon. So for me, it makes me want to do better in school. It makes me want to study more. It makes me want to just strive and be passionate about becoming a nurse, or specifically an RN nurse, which is a registered nurse. So The Good Doctor does encourage me to pursue my career goal as an RN. So for the mass communication theory that I did choose was the cultivation theory. So what the cultivation theory is, basically, for example, say for instance, we have a kid who's watching TV or this specific show, and what he does is he thrives off that show, meaning he pursues his life from that show. He does whatever the show does, and he does that in his life. So for me, actually, the cultivation theory was not impacted in a negative way. It is impacted in a positive way because, like I said in the beginning, it does make me want to pursue my goal, and it makes me want to be strong, just like Sean Murphy and The Good Doctor. So how all three actually come together for me, the cultivation theory, The Good Doctor, and my life is, like I said, it helps me not give up on my dream. It helps me be strong and mentally, physically, just pursuing my career goal, training, studying. You know, it makes me want to ace my quizzes, because not saying just because he has autism, but it makes me think that I can do it too, that anybody can do it, really. So it pushes me to not give up, and it just pushes me to do strong and my career. So the outside sources that I actually chose were from some articles or some reviews on The Good Doctor. Okay, so for the outside sources that I actually chose for my presentation, they came from an article, and I believe the other one was from a review. So one quote that I actually did choose, it says, "His disability, however, becomes apparent once he begins to interact with people. Because his autism impairs his social interactions and communications to a certain degree. Because of the discomfort and uncertainty this causes, he's often treated with suspicious distrust and less respect than some of his colleagues." So that just kind of explained that because he has autism, people kind of downgrade him, and it just pushes me to just be a strong person and not really care what people think or how they feel about me. And the second quote is, "Aren't we judged by how we treat people? I don't mean as doctors, I mean as people, especially those who don't have the same advantages that we have." And for this quote, I chose it because it's true. People do have advantages of us. Other people do have advantages, and some people, of course, have the disadvantages. But for those that have disadvantages, it just thrives, and it just makes them want to be pushed harder into what they're going for, what career or whatever it is that they are thriving to be or to do. So that concludes my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed.